Voila. Hello, hello. Today we are again on another podcast with Charlotte Jaegher. And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about her work and the things she does in her life, and as well how her personal growth was involved in becoming who she is today. So, hey, Charlotte, how are you doing today?
Hi, Nick, and everybody. I'm doing really good. I'm yeah, very excited to be here, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and yeah, that I can share this with you and everybody who's listening.
Awesome. Really happy to have you. And
Yeah,
can you tell
me
us
too.
how?
Me too.
Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you like to do in your life?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Charlotte, and I'm from Belgium. um, I studied physical education, and through that, I had this passion of movement and improving health. And I learned to go a little bit deeper there too. And that's how I discovered that I now I am a health coach, life coach, stress and relaxation therapist, um, and a business owner of Arasari Lifestyle, which I'm very proud of. And I'm also proud of to say that I'm a author of two best-selling multi-author books, and it's about strong and free women who break loose from society expectations,
Yeah.
and the other one is mystic revealed, and that's about leadership.
Oh,
um, so yeah.
oh, that's a whole bunch, huh? Quite a thing.
Yeah,
You really did
that's
a
a little bit.
lot of work, huh? How long are you already working on your own company now?
Now almost 2 years, but the last year I'm more launching it. It's more getting visible, and the next few weeks, months, I'm going full on. There will be a lot of things to do. There will be retreats,
Yeah.
online coaching opportunities, one-on-one I offer, and also online coaching series, trajects. I
Yeah.
don't know say it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is also what I'm offering. So yeah, there's a lot of amazing stuff coming up.
And I can imagine in Belgium that it's quite necessary, you know?
Yeah. In Belgium, I noticed that there's a there's a lot of stress, and also um, disconnection, being disconnected with themselves, and so I think it's good to learn more about the personal growth, personal development, behavioral change, and how to build your a quality life, a life that you feel good and that you're be able to be yourself. That you don't feel to have to apologize, and that you live from out of your heart, live from out of love instead of fear. But there's a whole journey through. So
Uh,
that's where I'm helping with.
how would you say that you like? Can you be specific in the exact way that you like to aid people in their personal process? How you approach it?
Yeah. Um, I help with stress management, relaxation management, but it all starts also with the mindset,
Yeah.
um, like the thoughts, what you think, and especially what you believe. Which story are you telling yourself? And that is has a big impact on how you behave and what you will do, how you will act, and also how your relationships with other people will be.
Mhm.
Um, and how you feel. So I help with that, with the mindset, with the stress and relaxation management, like with breathing exercise I give, and creating more awareness of where are the passions, what do you want, what do you like, and especially what gives you a lot of energy.
Mhm.
Many people I notice, and I noticed also from myself, that's why I'm also in this journey. It's not easy always to say what excites you, what makes you happy, what gives you this really warm feeling inside that you're like, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Takes a lot of
so
covers to unveil before you really reach that point, no?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, there are some points there I work with, and also with boundaries, I help people to be more aware of their own needs, their own desires, but also to be aware of the to protect what they want and their self, like their essence,
Mhm.
and that's with boundaries, but also how to communicate them, and also to see them from others, and how to deal with them.
Mhm.
um, and that's something I notice also because as a teacher in schools, and also as a care coordinator.
Yeah.
um, so I had to manage also the emotions and help children and teachers
Yeah.
with like how to deal with this. But there's not so much educational um, stuff about that, about boundaries. Like a no is you have to do what I say, and you're not always able to say what you want, what how do you feel. You no is not no always accepted. So I'm a little bit floating away, but so I work about boundaries and improving the quality of relationship through um
Really.
improving your essence, like
Yeah.
be more aware of it and make it stronger, and creating more self-awareness, and yeah, be more secure
Yeah.
about yourself.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
really beautiful actually. That you really fall back to the basics actually, yeah? Thoughts, belief
but
systems, the way, yeah, that you can use your breath to channel your emotions and things. I think it's really, really important. And then the fact that you can also work with kids, it's all, yeah, you're really giving them already an imprint that we actually didn't got when we were younger. And then if you have to look back how hard it is after all those years that you have to rectify this kind of yeah, old patterns that we got from our own
exactly,
culture and parents and stuff like that. I think you're doing
exactly.
amazing work and it's really important because we see many coaches and people that are going quite far. Like my wife, she does amazing work as well, but she's all the way into the etheric field and past lives and
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel
Yeah.
you kind of felt the same need to drop back into the basics just to give people some
Hmm.
tools that they can develop their own way. Yeah. And
Hmm.
that they can just create from their own creativity without anybody saying like, yeah, this or that, or you have to follow this path or this style, or yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That it's not projected
Yeah,
on you.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's amazing, like how many, if you really look at it, how many projections daily you get from other people, from friends, family, society. um, and if you at that moment not feeling like aligned and strong, and know who you are, where you are and where you want to go and how you feel, then it's easy to get influenced, like
Yeah.
so this is like what you say, really interesting, to be more aware of, and also yeah, work with it to learn not to see, like that's more better to say, see
Mm.
when somebody is projecting something on you, and then you can choose, does this resonate with me, does it resonate with my wants and needs, and then you can say like, okay, I go with this projection
Yeah.
or this flow, or you can put a boundary.
Uh-huh. And it doesn't have to be brutal. If you can do this in respect, it's like really magic working out all of a sudden in a way that you can build up new relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's completely true.
Yeah.
um and then there you need the awareness of that to get on that point, because most of the time it's unconscious,
Mhm.
and yeah, you're not aware of what's happening. So
Yeah.
yeah, I follow that completely.
Uh-huh. Nice. Oh, wonderful. How did
Hmm.
you discover these ways of healing for yourself?
Um, that's a good question. um, Before you can heal, you need to see where you are. And I was at the point I was feeling really stuck, um, suffering, and also like more creating obstacles for myself.
Mhm.
Um, and I noticed this in my life, in my I just in general how I felt, but also in my connections with people and relationship, also in work. And then at one point when like a lot of things were not working, there was no flow. No, it's maybe there was it's like a little mud there, and but still there was something inside me screaming maybe not, but like something that really wants to be heard.
Yeah.
And I cannot explain. Um,
It's
and
like your
then at one,
sister? No? Like
sorry,
something really calling from inside out. I like
that
to call
sounds
it the inner child almost. Huh?
That sounds like, yeah, you pronounce it really good. It's not screaming, but it's like calling. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like calling, like things like I want to travel, I want to live in a tropical land. Um, I don't know. And at one point, I can was really impulsive,
Uh-huh.
and I shifted, and I uh, followed like a lot of leads and paths to mentors and coaches. I really was inspired,
Mhm.
and then I came on a conference, and I met somebody, Derek Price, he called, from coaching company from America, um, and he connected me with people from in Australia. That was at that time Primal Fitness. And that's also a health coaching company. And here in Belgium, it was stuck, and I went for it, and I made connections. And Derek Price helped me to organize an internship. I was not studying, but I wanted to learn. I just didn't know where, how, and I wanted to go deeper. And he connected me with that person. And then I arranged a working holiday, and I went to for New Zealand. Um, and then I created this internship, and I managed to go there. Um, and they provided for me for my food, my accommodation, and I learned from one of the best instructors. They were with five, and I compared myself with Kung Fu Panda.
Uh-huh. Awesome.
Like the chubby panda who wants to try the kung fu, but it doesn't. He just it's too big. It's just too. And
Uh-huh.
you have then all the ninja kung fu masters around you, and I felt a lot of times like that. Like,
Do you believe?
um,
No? You believed and you just went for it. Huh? No hesitation.
well, there was a lot of hesitation. I can- but I believed at some points. But then there was the moment of action, and I booked the flights. I did it. I took a massive backpack from 25 kilograms.
Huh?
That's too much for everybody. Don't do it. It will break your back.
Yeah, yeah, I can
And
relate to
I
that.
was, yeah, it was with the mentality of, um, I want to have this stuff. I need this stuff, and I will keep this stuff, and I will get stronger so I can carry the stuff, so I don't have to let go.
Yeah.
See, there were already a few lessons I had to learn there. So I carried the backpack to the other side of the world, and yeah, I had a job here. I had a kind of boyfriend here at this point, and that's a lot of opportunities. But I don't know. I shifted, and I went, and I left everything, and then I learned so much. So that was your question, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah, yeah, indeed, and even a lot more. It's really nice to get a full picture. And
yeah.
if you draw back into the story now, like, what would you say that the skills or the most basic tools were that really helped for you to break open? Like, what were the first things that really made you go for this?
Yeah. Like I said, like mentoring coaches. I followed also like um, an Institute of Motion. Yes, yeah, Intelligent Motion. You have Institute of Motion and Intelligent Motion, and there Jeroen. He's the owner of the business. He also helped me. Like I followed just classes, no coaching from him as an observant. But again, this was all voluntarily and like mentors, coaches.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, like the one in Australia,
yeah,
it is amazing if you see somebody who already did it. It helps you to improve and to go faster
yeah,
and learn more what you want to learn. I struggle a lot. I searched and so this is what on my journey now, that I'm more open to really learn and accept feedback. So that's one of the things that helped me. And focusing on the passion.
yeah,
That was a guide. That was really like that guided me through that journey. I
yeah,
realized, yeah, I realized because it's not easy, like just leave everything and have this backpack and you have no idea where or how, what. And my English was not good.
yeah. It's
And
really
they
like
have an
a
accent.
black hole, huh?
Mm,
Like it's really like jumping in a black hole, actually. Yeah, you just have a feeling that you want to follow, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen afterwards, and then yeah, just
exactly.
make the jump. Huh?
So focusing on what I want, like what gives me energy,
Yeah,
because at that point I realized, okay, I understand something has to change, and I want my life differently because this is also the base of Arasari lifestyle, like improving quality, and this is like the seeds I was planting, but I didn't know.
yeah,
um, and
yeah.
then I was like, okay, I I don't know what I like. I don't know what excites me. I didn't feel excited. And then I started to experiment.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and I was observing myself and seeing if I do something like climbing or meeting people. I did a lot. I did the most craziest stuff. And it was interesting because we were talking about the projecting.
Mhm.
Um, of other people's opinions and being disconnected with yourself
Yeah,
because you get confused of what do I want, what do I need, who am I, um, and being on myself like this solo journey. I noticed like the voices were getting quieter, more
yeah,
quiet,
yeah,
and mine was getting louder.
yeah,
And yeah, and it was like really special feeling. Like I was acting, I wanted to do something, but I heard like, should you do that?
mhm.
Ah, is it not to this, not to that? But I was like, there's no action following on it, you know? Most of the time people get annoyed or maybe mad or why that's the reason why you don't do it, because you avoid things then to not, yeah, be in that situation. And now nothing happened. So I was like, should I do it? Oh, okay, I do it. And then it's just fun. Nothing
Yeah.
happened. I still alive.
Yeah, and actually getting out of the comfort zone isn't that bad at all after all. Huh? That it most of the time it seems more scary before you
Mm,
make the step than the point that you really took the step. It's like, oh, okay, okay, I can work with this, I can go with this. No?
yeah, but it's even more deeper than going out of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
realizing what is from me and what is from somebody else. what is
Mhm.
something that I was carrying, the story, like I told in the beginning. What is the story that I told myself, like, I cannot do this, I am good, not good enough. Um, should you do this? Should you do that? Um, the story. And I started to realize this is not my story. This
Yeah,
is not who I am. And I am not aligned with the fixed things that were expected from me. And that's okay because this is how I who I am. And
yeah.
it took a while. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
definitely
also
a task that you do like within a week. This is kind of, yeah, work of years and development.
oh yeah. Yeah, no, not a week.
Yeah.
Many, many years. Yeah, that's but
So you
it
can, yeah, no, say, go ahead.
yeah. So this is the way also I discovered my passions more. Um and I love to talk about passion.
And then, like,
um
and you also had people now that you had help with, actually, like the coaches and the help that you looked out for. Would you really say that it makes a difference between like doing this on your own and being on your own search, or having like a guide on your side that is like helping you to discover these kind of things? What is your opinion on this?
mm, I think it's a balance.
Mm,
In of course, you have to do it yourself because it comes from yourself, and the only one who can change it for yourself and your environment is you. That's a fact. But it helps to make it easier. um, and sometimes you need to just try and doing trial and error, and but it depends on how much what you feel
mm,
in are you ready to allow somebody else to make the steps and yeah, are you ready for that or do you prefer to do it on yourself? But I can recommend it if you find somebody, a mentor or coach, who resonates with what you want and where you are and you feel safe, then yeah, I would recommend it, to make the journey more easier. And yeah.
oh. And when did you decide to go and help people with the experiences you went through? Like, what was the breaking point for you that your profession became clear to you?
Mm. There was not a fixed moment, but I noticed that I have a talent, and people feel safe and they want to share their story. And I feel that they're also what I do and what I bring on the table creates an impact on their life. And noticing this more and more, it gives me combining with with how I feel and what gives me energy. Um, yeah, the idea of creating my own business was growing and growing, and then with some help of people that are really close to me or that I really care about, um, they I created Arasari Lifestyle in Corona.
Ah, yeah.
Um, the name, yeah, the idea and everything was already there, but that was the point, like, okay, I want to help people, I want to create this lifestyle for myself, but how
Mhm.
can I do this? And it's something I needed to take a next step, and then by creating Arasari Lifestyle, yeah, that was the point that I was able to help people in a professionally way.
Yeah.
So the
And then
birth was there.
it was really officially. And like, how do you
Really.
feel now today, watching back to your journey, the whole path that you already walked? Like, how does it make you feel now?
Yeah, excited, totally unexpected.
Uh-huh.
Like you think the life is going like this, but it's really. I, if I would say exactly, if I would say what I at my 18th, 19th when I left high school, it was no, not at all what I thought. But I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for all the amazing, beautiful experiences in my life. and I'm super grateful for all the beautiful people
Mhm.
I met, and the energy I shared with them, and the lessons I learned. And I'm excited of what the future will bring.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
yeah, very grateful. This is how I feel.
Wow, that is beautiful. Huh? That's the energy you want to build on. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome. And like, is there any advice that you would give to people that are navigating like similar roads on their journey today? What would you
Yeah.
advise them to do?
Mm. If I can give like one, really is um, choose to love the demons inside your head instead of fearing them.
Yeah,
I think that if you like see it like that, um, I
yeah,
think that helps already, like to make a shift and invest in yourself. Don't hold back. No, no, because you need to nurture your body, your mind, your everything, like your soul, because this is the base of creating this experience, like you said, Nikki. Like the experience is how what makes your life of quality. If you
mhm,
have good experiences, your life will be at a good quality. If you suffer, it will be less. But it can only happen when you take care of yourself, of your body, of your mind, of your finances, and then take care of the people around you. And this is how we can, yeah, grow.
yeah.
so,
Yeah, you
so
can
yeah,
really
invest
say that
in
it's
yourself.
just a decision away, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
You can
beautiful.
decide. Yeah.
Hmm. And how do you see the future for yourself, and where do you imagine yourself to be in 10 years?
Yeah. Wow. um, I see myself having this a beautiful this company who
Hmm.
has it's like a portal. I see it like a portal to create this beautiful impact and planting seeds to improve the quality of life for many many people. Um, and yeah, I really want to. I would that like this is what I'm working on and create this facility to improve for people from themselves and for myself, being healthy, um, having amazing connections, relationships, and working with people that gives me energy, doing what I love, and feeling really happy and passionate. How it looks like, I cannot see. I don't know, but this is my intention for over 10 also, and that I can share this like massive.
Yeah, well, that's really beautiful. It's a really open attitude as well, which can invite, yeah, things that are way beyond the things that you can perceive today, maybe, or can imagine even today. So
Exactly.
I'm really
It's like
looking forward to see you grow and to see where you go.
and sharing this,
Hmm.
sharing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This is where I'm at. Mm.
that's with everything.
Mm.
And is there anything else that you would like to share here today with the people that are listening or for yourself?
Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And I hope you get something out of it and that you can take maybe action today to make your life for yourself better. Do something for yourself, take care of yourself, and maybe do something for somebody else that you feel within your boundaries.
Mhm.
And you're welcome on my retreats. If you want to learn more and want to explore more. So I give one at the end of June. It will be 30 June until 3 July. And there will be a conscious wellness alpaca retreat.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
with a hot tub and with more wisdom, more beautiful experiences, going back to the inside, to yourself, to expand. And there is another one in Scotland.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, there will be from 1 August until 5 August. And we will do also foraging. like connecting also to the nature and what you can eat, and then make something, and also work on other stuff. And also, if you want to have one-on-one coaching with me, I'm very happy to guide if you feel ready, if you want that. And I also give this coaching, online coaching
Yeah.
with, traject, and that it will start middle May will be, yeah, that will be that. But many more things to do. So thank you.
Awesome. And where can people find you? And if they come and work with you, what can they expect from working with you or the work
Yeah,
you do?
yeah. So they can find me on my website, www.arasarilifestyle.com, on Instagram, Charlotte Arasari Lifestyle, and then yeah, on Facebook too, Arasari Lifestyle, just everywhere.
I definitely will link everything below in
Uh,
the description as well, that people
Amazing.
can find you back as well.
Thank
So,
you, Nick. What they can expect to learn more about where they are in their life on different areas, on mentally, physically, socially, and also like work-wise, where they are, and they will discover more where they want to go, um, where, and also like what give them energy to nurture this inner drive, yeah, this life force.
yeah.
This is what you can expect, and also just, yeah, guidance around stress, relaxation, exercises, movements. I have a lot. Just discover, come and discover.
Yeah, sounds amazing. I'm really looking forward to see where this all goes, and definitely would be open to do another podcast in the future as well. Uh,
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah, and then people can look a little bit back and like how you
Wow.
started, and then how things are
Mm,
going, and so
I
on.
love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, sounds
Well,
good.
yeah. And then I thank you very much for today's talk, and yeah, I wish you the best actually. Yeah. A lot of luck on everything that you try to achieve and build for yourself, and yeah, the way that you try to guide people into a new version of themselves, closer to themselves than they have ever been actually. Yeah,
Mm,
full work
yeah,
that yeah,
thank you for providing the space.
no, you're welcome. Happy to do it. Well,
I also about I would love to share some story with you, um, about the impact that your mindset, your belief system can have on your life, on your reality. Um, and like like I told you, I was traveling with my backpack, and I went from New Zealand. I
yeah,
make the decision to go to Bali. I don't know why. Again, the calling. I wanted to go to Bali, and I took a plane, and I saw, like, on the point when you are putting your stuff, go through the security on the airport,
yeah.
and I saw this man who was doing the how do you call it? Yeah,
Security check, like,
yeah, the suitcases and stuff, and he was checking it, and I couldn't notice, but this person was looking so, I don't know, this energy was really down and really like unseen. I don't know.
yeah,
And I noticed, yeah, everybody, what do? You focus on your own stuff, and you put the stuff in your suitcase, and you do your thing. And normally I would do that too. I would,
mhm,
yeah, of course, but at that point, I made the decision to just look at this person, and I asked, like, "How are you? Okay? Is everything fine with you?" And this person was like, from this energy, and how his body was like, "Oh, I'm fine, thank you." I have no idea what this person's story was, But
Mhm.
at that point, he shifted, and I did nothing. I was just noticing him, and everything moved further. So I would say, like, yeah, this is already an amazing thing because my mindset was like, I care. So
Mhm.
yeah, I check. But the seed, it went further, it grew, because that was not the only thing that happened.
Yeah, uh-huh.
No. I was in the plane doing my thing,
Yeah.
um, thinking about the sharks, the taxi sharks that are in Bali when you come and they are like, "Yeah, taxi, taxi." So I was like, "Okay, I can do this. I can do I can go to the shark, taxi shark." I call it like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I can relate to it. Iquitos is the exact same. It's like you come out of the airport and they like they jump on you like, hey, yeah,
Oh,
$10, $15. Hey, come with me, come with me, come with. Just leave me all
exactly.
alone. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and I take in a couple of minutes. I can relate to
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to have the confidence because you're already going to another city, another country, and another language you cannot speak. So, as a woman, I don't know. But yeah, and I know that people can confuse me easily at that, and when I feel like confused. So yeah, the shark. But it was not my point. But so it was thinking that.
Yeah.
And on the airports, or was it? Yeah, and the when we were in when I was in Bali,
Mhm.
just before, I'm not sure. This man from New Zealand, started to talk to me, and he was like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" But like really general, really kind, and I was sharing my journey. And I wanted to do something with yoga, but I didn't know where. And I had this, was it a hotel? I don't know, but I didn't have to pay for it. I don't know how I got into that, but they
Okay.
they made a mistake, and then they offered me for free. But there wasn't a party zone,
Mhm.
and I just didn't feel that like this. And this person was really kind to me, and he was like, I was sharing my fears of the wave of taxi sharks. And he was like, yeah, well, I go to Ubud and I meet my friends, and you, yeah, like just his journey. And then he was like, yeah, I can help you with the waves of taxi sharks. And I was like, okay, okay, yes, please. It's like, I can handle them. And my plan was also to go to Ubud. um, and he was like, "Yeah, if you want, you can come and you can join, or I can help you, and you can be in Ubud and you can see what you if you want to do that." I was like, "Okay, that will be a lot of fears for me, making more easy because I feel I have a good vibe from this person, and we can move forward."
Mhm.
Um, at that point, I met his friends, and I wanted to do some yoga, but I had a little yoga retreat, but I was, yeah,
Mhm.
not really sure about it. And she introduced me to Bali Spirit Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, Bali Spirit Festival, and that was like a few days after. It's a massive festival in
Mhm.
Bali, and it's a lot of personal growth, good, healthy food, um, movement, yoga, beautiful, the most beautiful music, amazing. And yeah, it was like, yeah, that's something I want to do.
Yeah.
So I did offered to be a volunteer, but there was already a waiting list. The chance that I could get in was really small, but it happened. I don't know. Later, this coordinator he told me, "Yeah, you must set something, but you skipped the waiting list." I don't know why. I get a lot of luck, and yeah, so I was as a volunteer at this amazing festival, and I had to work, and I met so many people, and I had this beautiful inner journey, and oh, it was like, what is such an amazing world is getting open for me.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the next year I applied to be a teacher.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, but I was like, why should I be there between all this international high level teachers? Who am I? All this
Yeah, yeah.
limited beliefs. And I was like, maybe I can ask, but I'm not sure. And to make it a little bit more, to go to the end of the story. So I was a teacher. I
Yeah.
was a teacher at Bali Spirit Festival as an animal flow instructor. I met so many beautiful people, and it gave me a lot of confidence to be there. So the essence of my story,
Yeah.
why did I meet this person? Why did this person talk to me? This New
Yeah.
Zealand. Why did he do this? And
Uh-huh.
then that's the clue. Bum, bum, bum. He said, I decided to talk to you because I saw you talking to that man that was feeling sad and everybody ignored him. But I saw you talking to him and I thought, wow, that must be a nice person. I would like to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that moment, I had this opportunity of being a teacher at Bali Spirit Festival. And this goes on and on and on. And this is also one of my bases of creating Arasari lifestyle, of creating my own retreats, of being helpful and yeah, making my dream more unfolding. That's not a good sentence. That my dream is more unfolding
Yeah.
because, and that's the essence of that, this moment, of that mindset of me, my belief system. I care,
Yeah.
and it's just a little thing I could do, and this is what happens as
Yeah. It's
I
almost,
see that and unfold.
it's like
So I
you
really,
open up and the world opens up to you, huh?
yes, and I don't know, maybe everything would have been different if I just ignored it, and
Mm.
this person, this other person would probably not talk to me because he said that was just why I wanted to talk to you. There's a whole plane. There's so many people. They're all strangers. Why should you talk to somebody?
Yeah.
And that was the difference.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, but I get goosebumps every time I think about that. And it is, you don't have to do big things or make it more difficult. No, you
Yeah.
can do really little small things, and it looks small, but they are the energy, the impact that it can have for you. And I don't know how many people I will help in my life. And it's just this one seed, just
Yeah.
this one. And how many seeds can you plant for somebody else?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
No, it isn't.
It's,
But it's all in the small things, actually. Yeah? If you just pay attention to the small things and yeah, are respectful to your environment, it's crazy how things can open up and how people can open up because it's almost so uncommon. Huh? Like, yeah,
but it starts with yourself,
yeah. But
and
yeah,
to
it's
take
you open
ownership,
up. Yeah.
to be responsible. This is my
Mhm.
thoughts. This is how I act. Okay, how can I make it better for me and for somebody else?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
and it is. As in my opinion, I could, or experience rather, I could say the same. It is like becoming aware brings a responsibility with it as well. Huh?
mm,
You become aware that, yeah, that you're really responsible for creating your own reality. And it's actually the same thing now when you come out in the world. It's a co-creation. Huh? So if you open up, it's exponentially. Huh? It's like almost you
yeah,
feed on other energy fields, and it just grows it and it goes its own way, like a natural flow.
exactly.
Yeah,
And it's one thing to know all this, but it's the other thing to being able to do it
yeah,
and making the step. And that this is what I see with my clients.
yeah,
They're like, I am aware of this unfolding and this energy and the how good it can be. I can see it, but I don't know how. How
yeah,
do I do that? How do I get there? Like this step in between.
uh-huh, yeah,
How? I
yeah,
want to. I try, but
yeah.
it's not working. What's happening?
Uh-huh, yeah. But
And
that's the difference
this.
between knowledge and wisdom, huh? You know? One thing
Mm,
is knowing it, and then it's practicing it. When you practice and you master it, it becomes wisdom and a part of yourself. Like,
mm,
uh,
nice. Yeah.
that's a
So
beautiful
yeah.
story. It's really nice actually to hear how things folded open for you because you walk a completely different path than I did for myself. But then hearing you talk, in a red line, it's the exact same thing. Only I used
Mhm.
completely different tools. Yeah, I was in the Amazon forest and I'm with plants and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
no, it's
Yeah.
beautiful to see how you can see this red line coming back in. Doesn't matter how you do it. It's just if you connect to the thing that feels the
Mhm.
right thing for you, then things will work out by themselves. And it's really like
Yeah.
back to your intuition and your gut feelings, actually.
Exactly. And that's a little bit the thing, and also what I'm working on in an Arasari lifestyle is to go back to the essence, go back to reconnecting with yourself, and yeah, creating these boundaries, feeding, nurturing your energy, your force, your passion. That what gives you feeling alive.
Hmm.
um, and yes, like the boundaries and stuff like this. This this is essential to relearn. Or I would not say if somebody would not know themselves, they're lost or they need to. Some people say that, you know what I mean. But I
Yeah.
think it's more remembering who you are,
Yeah, exactly. Wow. I'm happy that you say this actually.
not
Uh,
finding, but it's remembering. You're not lost. You don't have to search for yourself. You have
yeah,
to remember.
it's
Yeah,
when
that's
you're creating
it.
something new. It's almost like you forgot who you were when you came into this life, and the whole journey is just about really remembering who you are.
Yeah.
Only it's so simple, but it's so profound if you really put yourself
Mm.
into it all the way, fully
Mhm.
embodied, and it's yeah. I lack words to express it even, but I really feel what you want
Mhm.
to share. That's
I
yeah,
see.
beautiful. Uh,
Amazing.
yeah, it is. And what were the responses of family and friends at the point that you chose or like choose to walk this path for yourself?
Um, Positive,
Yeah.
because it's not one point. I'm doing this many, many, many years
Mm.
already to the self-development and growing and learning, and I noticed that the mirror, the outside mirror, is getting more positive. I
Ah,
came from very insecure, independent, no, dependence,
yeah,
as a dependent person needing other people guidance, not knowing what I want. And now I am a business owner. I traveled the world alone. Yeah, a part of the world, not of course everything, but I
uh,
was a solo backpacker for 1 year and a half.
yeah,
Um, I'm creating my business. So it got a shift there, and I see how people get excited with me, and they tell me like, "I see you. Wow, I see you growing. I see you learning. I see you flourishing, going up." And it's even more. They want to join. They want to see what's she doing,
mhm,
and how can I do that too? And they support me. So by helping themselves, like this one friend is beautiful, and we did a little exercise, but I do it naturally. It's not coaching at that point. It's just who I am. And I helped her with some problems, and she made like this mind map. And at one point, like the seeds, like to make create more clarity. It goes a little deeper, but at that point, and it's just suddenly she with New Year's she sent me a picture of the new mind map that she made, and like with a thank you, and it was like, oh. So yeah, friends and family are it's good, like even the clients I feel like this warm connection with,
yeah,
so it feels like it's more expanding. Mm, yeah.
beautiful. Well, and if you want to come back to the blockages that you had to face in the progress, what were the biggest blockages for you?
Oh. mm. um I think the limited beliefs, fear of failing, fear of not being enough. So the limited beliefs, the story I was telling, um, being a perfectionist, wanting, yeah, yeah, but that comes out of the belief not being enough, not good enough, and also well, a blockage was I need to be some there to be happy.
Yeah,
There is happiness there, and I'm here. and I need to be there to be happy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
have to follow the projections of society and friends. Of I have to have the typical things, the diploma, the relationship, the house. I don't know, all these things, um, and the job, and but yeah, there were blockages, and it still is. Limited beliefs is something you have to work every day on.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, what were like the things then that pushed you through them? When you
Yeah.
those really difficult moments, like what were for you the breaking points when you managed to break them actually to pass?
Mm,
Uh, how,
breakthrough.
how did you do that for yourself?
Um, in like when I was traveling, um, the moments like that I could quiet my mind was when I was in the most need of like most in the survival mode. I needed to have food, I needed to have place to sleep, and my back was hurting. And I had no energy to complain or to what should I do or what is everybody thinking. I didn't care. I just needed to survive and make that it's good for myself.
Yeah,
So I had to go like in this really darkness,
yeah,
um, different times to realize that um, what is my priority, what is important, and energy management.
yeah,
Um, and it expanded even in stuff. Like, do I really need this stuff? Like, this costs me money. This taking space, but I don't need it. So, energy management and breakthroughs more. Um, yeah, the guidance from people, but also the reconnecting with myself and even if it's a few moments, even if it's just a I am not perfect at all, but
nobody.
even if it's just a few, uh, yeah, I call it like I'm beautifully fucked up in the most glorious way. Yeah.
Right. That's well said. It's with a lot of love for yourself and the situation.
Yeah, in the most glorious way, I'm beautifully fucked up.
Nice.
But it is in that moment and it that you feel that joy, that you feel this energy, um, that was the way you focus on.
Yeah,
So this is what helps me to break through, is to redirect the focus of things that make me suffer, make me sad, to what gives me joy. And this is a skill. This is a practice because you get you conditions because of patterns of beliefs of systems of everything what happens in your life. So it's good to know. Give yourself time. And I see because I'm I'm sport teacher, I'm a flow instructor. So it's like a muscle. You have to train it. You
yeah,
have to train it, and yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes not, but it gives peace, inner peace, and it's if you realize that it's okay. I tried and I did a little bit better than last time.
mhm,
So
yeah,
and next time is better. And it's good to see like at that point I was here and at that point I'm there. And so you can make this belief system grow
yeah,
from this joy. Okay, like I am learn to focus on what I don't have and the scarcity mindset, and that's just not working. And okay, go back. What do I like? And then probably flip back and then go back again, again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
it's really a process of growth, huh? Like,
Mm,
just be happy with what you achieve already and then build on top of that, huh? Yeah, it's never
mm,
meant to be succeeded or like, yeah, you don't have to succeed in one go, and it's actually almost unnatural, yeah, to do a thing and think that you are already would have the results that you want within the moment that you choose to make the decision or, yeah, whatever, you know. So yeah,
exactly,
it's a
exactly.
valuable thing that I try to give to people as well, is really like
Yeah.
enjoy the journey instead of being blinded by the goal that you have in front
Mm,
of you. Like
yeah.
you
Yeah.
lose track of the
Projection.
whole journey and you wouldn't even be able to reflect back on the beauty of the journey and the things that you've experienced. Because I essentially see the human experience as, I mean, you're just here to experience. So if you don't
Yeah,
are here with your experience, you're missing the whole thing actually. Yeah.
exactly.
And
Well, and
yeah,
there is good. If and that is what I do with Arasari Lifestyle, is to um, creating more this the skills and the tools, and making more creating more awareness of how you do that, because it sounds all so easy and so simple, but why are we not doing it?
yeah,
And that was, I feel like this is a pain point,
yeah,
and I felt this pain point so hard, and I want to make it better for other people.
yeah.
So in this gap, this is where I help people, to, yeah, being able to see that, what you said.
Mhm. And like, what are the things then today that invigorate your joy and your good energy? Like, if you would say my daily practice, how do you practice it daily today in your own life?
Hmm. I love this question. There are several things. So I do now. I did a course of Tony Robbins, super interesting, and how does it call, priming. So you reset. It's like a meditation, and you reset yourself to what the gifts you give yourself from past experiences. So you relive them
Yeah,
every day. You relive them, the past experience, something that happened, but also like things that, like, it's manifesting something you really desire, and it already happens,
yeah,
and then you feel that too. And it's also with breathing. So this is one thing that I do. And what else is like my hobbies? I call it's not my hobbies. It's really my passions. Is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I
oh,
do.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
You learn a lot from that. Ooh. Yeah, I really love to, yeah,
It's really
go
interesting.
inside.
Couple of people that I like to follow in the ayahuasca world, and people that work
Mhm.
with plant medicines, and they have their own school of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Peru as well, and they all go to
Oh.
the same teacher, and the way that they talk about struggling when you're in a hold or a grip and whatever, like how you're
Mm.
really forced to this through these primal energies to
Mhm.
remain yourself, to remain calm, and to look for
Mhm.
solutions and ways to deal with this. It's a
Mhm.
beautiful practice, huh? Uh,
Exactly. Exactly like that. It's so much deeper, like you say, also for personal development, and how to deal with the situations, and also after you feel like kind of relieved, and it's good for your body. And yeah, I can talk a lot about jiu-jitsu.
Maybe
um
do another podcast on these kind of things.
yeah, yeah, why not? ¿Por qué no?
Uh,
And also like Brazilian zouk. I have something with Brazilian.
yeah, why not? Huh?
Oh, I love Brazilian zouk. So that's also on a deeper level. You learn to manage your own energy, your own movements, to be more aware. Like if somebody gives me a signal, a lead, that I would, if it's like really soft, that I would not be like, way, that I can give the same amount of energy and flow.
Yeah,
And this, yeah, I use this also in my courses, in my training, this kind of exercise, because if you are not matching energy, then what happens is you disconnect.
yeah,
And you find the essence, like this amazing feeling. You find it when you're in flow. Flow is amazing, but you have to prepare yourself. You have to be able to um, get on the same amount of energy, and see like what is the intention that this person gives me, and how can I give this where I am, where you don't have to adapt to the other person. You have to feel what feels good for me. And it's like, okay, I get this invitation. Yeah, I can give. I can give this back, or I can flow with that. So this is kind of awareness that I help to people, to be more conscious of how to get in flow, because I hear so many times like I want to in my job or in my relationship, and I try and I do everything, and she's not listening.
Yeah.
Okay, here is energy, here's a flow, and like this is what's because we're talking about passions. This is what Zouk learned me. This is what I learned in Zouk a lot. Like sometimes my teacher, he is like a psychologist. He says three things to me. I'm like, oh, spot on. This is in my real life too. Like you do this and that. And I was like, wow. So yeah, this is expanding a lot. The Brazilian Zouk. I dance in in Ghent, but also in Germany, the Netherlands, France, Spain. Um, I miss one. Poland, and I've danced in Mexico. Um, I did a in the Zouk family. It's a retreat of 10 days, and I was a team lead
Uh-huh.
as a community creator. So I managed the connections between in the community, that they were that people felt belonging, um, that they are can do what they want to do, and stuff like this. So again, my passion is bringing me so far and meeting so many people, and I'm learning so much for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I also do acro yoga
Yeah. A lot
and
of
many other things. But yeah, this
Mhm.
is like
To
the kind
bring
of
people back in touch with their body, because if you're really disconnected, almost like sometimes you don't feel your body anymore.
mm,
Yeah,
mhm.
I don't know
And
how
it's a
long.
thing that everybody need to search it for themselves. I found mine, but and don't stop until you find it,
Yeah,
really,
it's
because
really
it's
unique
real.
to each individual also.
Exactly, it's for
Yeah.
everybody different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Thank you everybody for watching the episode. If you like the content that we create, we also have our monthly magazine. Activate your telephone line to source. The name already says a lot about itself. It's very varied in content, all kinds of topics, as well as tips and tricks on how to go on with your health from a holistic point of view. We also offer coaching, where we go deeper into like finding the tools for you to create a basic foundation that will help you to continue on your own journey. Definitely follow and see you guys soon. Bye.